let's start with a person who's leaving the scene,
Yeah.
Eden Hazard. He announced his retirement. We knew it was coming. Obviously, his contract expired at Real Madrid. Can you just kind of put him in context for us, please, Jules?
For me, it was one of the greatest players that we've ever seen play in the Premier League in England. I think he was an absolute baller. The technical ability, of course, the pace, the low center of gravity, the skills. He was a showman, really. I think he always saw football, and certainly the times I had a chat with him, that I spent with him, was always, football is fun. It should always be fun. We should be playing to have fun, for fans to watch a fun game. This is the way he was. He hated training, of course. I mean, apart from playing and dribbling, there was not many things that he liked about football, to be fair. So for me, it's a sad day, because he's the kind of artist that you want to see in the game. And of course, he was 32 and way past his best, and the last 4 years in Real Madrid were a nightmare for him. But if you think of Hazard at his best, in Lille, in Ligue 1, where he walked over the league, at Chelsea, where you've seen...
Two-time player of the year. And he
was
left,
16,
I think,
Gab,
when
when
he
he
was like 22.
started. He was 16. He looked already like the best player in the league. He was amazing. And then at Chelsea, where you saw more than me, I just think he was an artist, and it's sad to lose players like him.
I think that's undoubted. Obviously, I thought it was interesting when you talked about the artistry of it. Obviously, very good genes, because both his brothers professional footballers, but both his parents top flight footballers as well. And he literally, the house where he lived, where he grew up before he went across the border to join Lille's academy, literally abutted the training ground of the club where his dad played at the time, which I find remarkable. For me, what stands out about him, and I mean, we did a video which earned me a ton of abuse for suggesting that peak Hazard was greater than peak Salah, or prime, Hazard, whatever. I took it to mean like one-off game, who would you rather have? But whatever. For me, it's a toss-up, right? So please, no more abuse. But what struck me about it, juxtaposed with Salah perhaps, and I think there's a broader issue there. This is a guy who was at the top when he was super, super young, and then tailed off. Maybe there's even a parallel with Wayne Rooney there. Different reasons, but the fact that he'd achieved so much by the time he was 25, 26, 27, that then he moves to Real Madrid and it doesn't work out. Salah's kind of the opposite, right? In the sense that, Basel gets the big club, moves to Chelsea, doesn't work. Fiorentina, Roma, does well. And then he meets one manager, Jurgen Klopp, and he has that stability. He has a tremendous system. And the talent that was there before, he harnesses it and becomes absolutely devastating, the way Salah's been. I feel like Hazard didn't have that, but maybe it wouldn't have worked the same with Hazard, precisely because, as you said, he was probably more of a free spirit in that sense.
Yeah, I think free spirit is a good word for him. And that's why there be clashes at times with Mourinho, with Conte, with Sarri, with those kind of managers, because Felipe Luis was telling a great story the other day that before one of the games in the dressing room at Stamford Bridge, Hazard was playing Mario Kart on either Nintendo DS or phone, whatever. And the fitness coach was saying, okay, boys, in 10 minutes we go out for warm-up. And Hazard was still in his tracksuit, not got changed, playing Mario Kart. Then the guys, come on, 5 minutes, guys. Eden, please. And he was like, yeah, I'll be fine. And then when he was about to go out, Hazard was still playing Mario Kart.
He was about to get a high score. That's understandable.
Yeah, exactly. And then Hazard said, you know what's going to happen. You give me the ball and then I will do the business. And I know it might sound arrogant and certainly not very professional, which I understand. And Eden himself would say like, yeah, that's the way you approach the game. He was not professional. That's why every summer he would come back, report for pre-season overweight, because for him the holidays were sacred, and the barbecues and the chips and MasterChef. So, which is fine. It's just a different approach to a Cristiano, to a Messi, to an Mbappe, to a Haaland. It's very different. That's why I like the free spirit qualification.
I was struck by how, for all his technical ability, he also had an athletic ability. And I don't mean athletic because, as you said, like he didn't maybe always take care of his body the way he might have. And this is apart from the injuries, which are a different chapter. But the way he was built for a certain type of football, right? He was short. He was actually really, really powerful.
Yeah, his legs and his bum.
Built so low to the ground. That close control. I mean, operating in tight spaces. I didn't want to say he was the best of his generation because then people are going to remind, apart from Messi, because people are going to remind me of somebody else. But it was incredible how, when people talk about ball stuck to your foot, and eyes on the side of your head.
That's him.
That was him.
Yeah, unplayable at times. Really unplayable.